Welcome back everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor for the Farming Simulator 22 game, and this is the Jules Peaceful Valley map as you can see. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, you can check out the playlist if you want to see more tutorials on how to work on the map and do things and get things to work. So check that out and we're going to get started. As you can see, there's the sky, there's the water. We're going to fix this part lower into the water later. For some reason my mouse is making this thing not do right. Let me see what I got here. Okay, there we go. Maybe it'll do better now. Alright, so we're going to lower this at some point, but I don't want to do it on this episode. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is we're going to put a field in on the other side, but we're basically going to have a shed here somewhere that y'all can, put stuff in, or I can. This is technically a map for me, but like I said, if somehow it turned out and I could give it out or release it out, I'll do that, but it won't be on Mod Hub. Um, but see, we got this nice hill, and I think it's okay enough that we could do some sort of a field. I'm thinking more or less this side's not going to have that house goes to these fields. This house will go to this field or something. Unless I do something a little different. Trying to decide because I still got to put some over here. So let me look over here real quick. So see, we could put them fields to this house here. But then we got this section here. So what I'm thinking is, what should I do? And another house ain't gonna necessarily look right. If the house is at the bottom of the hill, it's kind of gonna make it like, I don't know. To me, it's just not gonna look right. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a little bit of trees on this side of this house, maybe here, a little bit, distinguishing that side, and then this one will have its fields here. The only problem is, how close will I be? Sorry about that. Alright. Well, I could put another house over here near the mountain, but or here. And then but the problem is it's so close to where I'm going to do mountain stuff. I don't know if I would want a house that close to the mountain. Or you could put the house exactly as a neighbor here, right by the house, right here, and then their farm's on this side. We might do that, but what we might do in the meantime is just duplicate. I would hate to have to go hunt another house, but I guess I could. First, let's paint this field down for this guy, though. He's going to be on this side. At least that's the plan. We'll see. Alright, so now we're going to try to get where we can see. It's hard to tell where our angle is and what the best way to paint it's going to be, but we're going to put this on add for now in the scripting or sculpting area, excuse me. And I think the round brush, I'm going to leave it on that. These are all up high that don't really matter for painting in this particular case, because it's just going to paint dirt down. I don't need it to be anything specifically. We're going to put this on dirt. We're going to make this bigger. We clicked on the paint thing up here. See, terrain detail texture paint mode if you're new. And we're going to get started. Now let me see. I'll probably put a shed maybe here, or we may have to put one just off over here a little bit more. We'll see. So let's just try it out with the paint and see what we got here. We don't want to get too close to the edge, so I'm going to try to stay away from there. We're going to come up this hill a little bit, like so. I don't know how big I want it. This don't look big, but it ends up being big a lot of times. And it's like, I don't know how big I really want this. And I'll probably have to take some of that away from the house. But this is going to come down into this nice gully here. So I'm trying to decide how I would want it. And do I want a smaller one anywhere on this side, or should I leave it? I could leave it and put some trees here, but I don't want too many trees because I want you to have a view. We'll put a few maybe. We might leave it for some trees. Let's see. Problem is I don't want it going too far. Of course, if I'm putting trees here, that leaves us room if we were to draw a road in. But the road obviously is going to be, we'll have to see how we really want that to look, if we're going to make a road look like that or not. But I don't know if I like the shape. I'm trying to think. It's a hard decision, especially the way that it's, I didn't have it like, I'm not molding it after anything else. Maybe we should come up the hill a little over here. We might even make it into two. Let me see. Could make it into two. Let me see. Control R to grab the green over here. Maybe we'll pull off of this. See, I'm thinking I'm a little high on this hill. Let's have a look. We might be too close to that because we've got to have a road coming up right here. So I'm gonna pull that down just a bit right here. Let me see. Because I want the road over there. Alright. So what I'm thinking, let me grab Control R over this dirt. Selects the dirt for you, as you can see it right here in the texture layer area. And if you click on the grass area, Control R, it puts grass. So that's just a quicker way instead of having to go down the list and get what you want. So now I'm going to keep coming this way. I think we're going to make a pretty big field here. Let me think. Let me see what it looks like. Some of that I'm going to smooth just a little bit. Trying to see what to do. Let's see. That's a little high. We might straighten that out a little bit. What if we put it a little further here? Something like so. And then this, we straighten out a little. Let's see, get a little bit there. Come off of this a little. Kind of round it just a hair there. Maybe round it just a hair in the back. At the top of the hill here. Hang on, it's not cooperating. Let me grab this like so. It's just not hitting on there just the way I want it. Let me try to do something else here. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. Let me see. Something like that. Let me go in closer, see what we got. Okay, so we got plenty of field placed there. I don't know if our tractors can handle that. We'll have to see. Let's smooth this down just a hair. Right mouse button that a little bit. Just a little bit. So it won't be a big gap area that we ram into. See, I'm thinking this one is going to be a road right here. Coming up here. Then they're going to have a little, we may lift this just a little for a place, or we may put a deck here and then they park here. We'll lift that a little too. But I'm trying to decide, or what if we do this? What if we do this? Let me see. That almost looked like a duck head there for a second. I'm trying not to make all the fields the same, as you can see. But I'm trying to wonder if you're at this house, is that really going to make sense? Okay. So there's your field. You come out, and there's your field. Now if we had trees there, it would make sense completely. So we can put trees all right here. And we remember we're going to have a road, so we're going to have a road up here and a road up there. So let's see. We can have trees here. Is that big enough though? Does this curve need to be bigger? Maybe we need to make this part go up. Get the other one. Maybe need it to do something like that. And then have the trees. So it's a little bit different shape. Alright, let's look over here. Maybe we can take a hair off this corner. Not too much though. Or maybe we shouldn't. Let me see. That one ain't. I thought that made a better hook up there. Maybe this needs to come around more. Like so. How about that? Something like that, maybe. We're obviously going to have to test it in game before we even add it, like as an actual field. So here they go, they're driving, and then they have to turn. Maybe we should hook that straighter a little bit. I don't want to be turning too much there. Let's see. Is it on the green, on the dirt? Let me see. Maybe we should do that like that a little more. Something like that, and then we'll put more here. Maybe that'll look better. Then when they're driving, they'll turn and go up this hill. That's kind of steep though. We may have to take it down a little bit, but we'll wait and see. It's pretty steep, honestly. And I want to fix this little corner here. Try to make it a little more rounded. Something like that. We don't want to go too far here. Alright, something like that. Roughly speaking, we're going to have some trees around some of this. Obviously, we have to keep a road place here. So that's pretty decent, because we're going to have stuff coming from this side too. Because we're going to have a house up there. And we got to leave room for a building, like a shed or something. Which I don't think we have a whole lot of room. It'll probably have to go over here for this house. There'll be a shed maybe on this side. And then some trees. So a shed, some trees. We may lift that up a hair just so they can get around. Alright, let's see what we got here. Because we're going to be putting a house. Let's just paint the field for the next one too. So we can get a better look. As that water's still in the way. It's just temporary there and it ain't going to stay there obviously. So that's that section. We can see how that curves. I'm thinking. So if we put a shed over here though. Some sort of shed. Doesn't leave a lot of room for a house there. What if we put the house somewhere over here and then ran the shed, the field next to it there? Because we're going to have a shed for this guy. Unless we have more room somewhere. Let me look. I don't want to put it over here. I mean, we could. But it just wouldn't feel right. I'd rather it be up here near the house. We still got to adjust some of the ground up here though. It's not permanent yet. Let's see. I'm thinking the shed's gonna have to go up here somewhere, right there. So we can't take that spot away. We gotta pretend like this is theirs. Something like that. So we gotta be careful where we put it. Let's just paint and see what it looks like for the field. Come on now. There we go. Go ahead and smash that like button if you like these episodes and you want to see more. Alright, so we're just going to throw some down just to get a visual. Because we got to decide where we're going to put things. I don't mind going a little bit over. Maybe the house ends up being down here somewhere. Alright, let's fill this in. See what we got coming. Now remember, this is not how you do the fields. This is just me putting dirt down to mark them. We will have to do them. I'm going to pull this out over here because I want it to have a different shape. And we'll put the road over there, don't worry. Because we said we needed the road. So we still going to do that. Let me see. We'll probably put the house over there. Unless we have room. Let me see. I don't mind if it goes over there, near there, but I just gotta be careful how close I go. So let me look and see how close I actually am. It may be too close. Yeah, that's pretty close to the edge. And plus I gotta have a shed. Well, I got room for the shed, probably. We'll see. I like that okay. I'll have to fix that little spot. Let's see if we got a room for the road. Yeah. Because the road's going to come up right there. Something like so. I gotta fix that part. So let's see. Let's get the green. We gotta fix that. Because that's off of that edge there. We need to come down off of it. Come around that. Come around this. Give it a little more curves. Maybe we'll curve you a little more. Get this piece curved a little. Get over there a little better so I can see where our house might go. Okay. It's definitely going to be a heck of a shape. And we're a little too close to this, so we will have to fix that. Let's go ahead and fix that. Let's back up enough where we can see it. Alright, go green. Alright, so we're going to come. We said we were too close over here, so let's back off of that a little. Just a little like that. We're too close on this side, so we got to try to keep the shape as best we can at a decent way. We'll try to stay off that wall like so. I'm going to go down there and see what the wall looks like so I'll know how close I can be. Okay. We're going to grab here and round this on. Oop, didn't grab it. Alright, get that. And have that do that. See what we got. That ain't bad. Alright, let me see what we got. Are we too close still? No, I think we're okay now. Maybe up here we're a little close. Let's fix this piece. We don't want to be quite that close. So we'll have to take this away a little bit. Unfortunately, that means we'll have to pull this back further because it's just not going to look right. Let's pull this one down. Like so. See how close we are. I think that'll be enough room. Okay, that's good enough from the mountain. Okay, let's fix that. Okay. Let's fix this piece. Curve that a little more. I think that part's okay. Let's back up a little. Nah, that thing's in the way again. Okay, we gotta fix this side. Alright, let's see what we got. We still have room if we had to put a small house, but Like I said, I don't want it next to their shed unless I put their shed somehow over here, and it'd be pretty small. We might could. We'll see. We'll see. We might could still make a house fit up there, but I don't know if I want to. I might put it over here. Alright, so let's do this piece. Go, I guess we'll go brown, and we'll round this piece. Like so. And then make, I don't know how close I am. I need to move. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to the edge. How about I do green, and we come in with it. What if I do that? Maybe I have enough room then. We'll see. Ooh, the house is going to be real close to that edge. But the rest of it looks okay, for the most part. Even if we had to split the field some other way if we wanted. How should we do their shed? I mean, they don't have to have their shed right next to their house. They could stick it here, but then it's gonna be, and this guy's gonna have his shed somewhere. So like, where is he gonna put their shed? Over here. I think I was keeping it for that side. Maybe I have a better idea. We put a house here. That way this house goes with this, then this one goes with this house, and then that house goes with that house. If we put a house right here, but the problem is it's such a slope, ain't it? Be a heck of a... Why don't we get a house and try it real quick? I'm gonna have to jump way off over there. So I'm gonna hit F. You click on something and hit F, and you can move about easier. Let me see what we got here. We could put a smaller one, but I don't know. You kind of want something decent over there in that corner. Now this is one of the ones that's... Is this that one that's difficult with the shape of the ground? There's one of them that's a pain. Might be this one. I don't know. We might put this one over there. Let's try it. Let me see if this is going to highlight anything else, because I don't want to accidentally move stuff, because I've done that. You can do that. I didn't ever separate them. I didn't bring them in separately, so that may be something I have to deal with. But the main thing is getting it there. You can always, if you see that you ran into any problems and you put something somewhere, you can still bring it in from the Elm Creek or wherever and just delete the one you got there after you get this translate X, Y, and Z, and you can put the placement back, but you can get a new one if you don't want, if you want them separated differently instead of having them all in the little group. You can, it's just different ways you can do it if you don't want to deal with it. I don't think anything's highlighting. Wait a minute, yeah it is. I think that's highlighting. See if that highlights, that could be, well, see then it's going to move that, which is in the air. I don't care if it moves it, because that's in the air. I mean, I can delete that if I want. But is that the only thing that's highlighting? It's the only thing I see highlighting. Let's hope that's all that's highlighting. Because if you don't, say I put a building over here that was in that group, then it's going to move it. Well, what we'll do then is delete that. What is it called? Country, let's see, residential house 30. What is it? 03B. Okay. Oh, we want the whole thing. So that's chimney. So, huh? So it's more than one, I guess, unless that's the other pieces. Okay. So they want us to delete it in that order. Okay. Well, we're going to delete it. Then we don't have to deal with that piece. Okay. Then we'll click back on the main group. Hit F to go back to it. Alright, I think we're okay. I don't think anything else is highlighted. That's the farm area. I don't think that's anything. So I think I'm safe to move it. If not, we can always put back anything we messed up. So there's a bunch of houses over here. Let's just hope that wasn't something I moved, 'cause I didn't think I had all them over here. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check my map out, make sure. That's camp stuff. Oh, I like that little house too. Was that a trailer? No, it's a small house. That's actually pretty nice for over there. Alright, let's get on back over there so we can get to work. Alright. Roughly speaking, Control B, left mouse click, left mouse click. Alright. So roughly speaking, here we go. Let's turn this around, I guess. Let me see. I'm assuming we'll put that in the back. I just gotta decide what angle I'm gonna do. I'm thinking about angling the house for the build. Like so. But I don't know if that would be right. Just doesn't feel right. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would. Boy, they living on the edge, ain't they? Come outside. Hey, wah! Oh boy. Feels a little awkward right there. Let me see. Because then we would have to move some of this ground to get it to situate. Let me look at it. Oh, we got the bottom down there. Okay, well what you want to do in that situation is spin it. Because the bottom's lower on that side and higher on that side. Problem with that is the way that the other stuff is, the backyard stuff, which would be silly. See, like that one would work on that side. So let me show you. See, if you put that level to there and ran it across to there, then you would have that pretty much there on this side. But you'd have to lower this little bit, then you would have to lower a little bit more on this part to get that to show, but you'd be, you know, dealing with this, you'd have to lift it up to level to there, or you would have to lower down like so. Move it over and see how close we'd get. See, our ground would have to be kind of at that level, and then we'd have to lift the ground or lower, you know, change the ground up there to be able to get that, because this one's down here. It's very strange how they made it, and they didn't. This side's strange how they made it where we had to deal with this piece. See how they did it? Strange. Where am I going? Sorry about making everybody dizzy there. Let me think about it. Because it's not going to fit right over here. It's just not. At least I don't think it will. It would feel really strange to put it up against the mountain. And if I put it over there, I mean, that would work, honestly, putting it over there. Maybe we should try putting it over there. Control B, left mouse click, left mouse click. Decisions, decisions, decisions. See, and we're right at the bottom of this hill here. That could be the backyard area that they have, or a shed or something like that. Let me pull it out. Got to keep a path because they'll be driving up there. But that's pretty much part of how it would be. Of course, they got this down there. Again, you'd have to adjust the ground to get that where it needs to be. There's nothing you can do too much with that because you'd have to move the ground. There's just no way around that. That one would be actually close if I put it that way. Let me see. That would be close on this side. Let me see what it looks like on that side. So that's not far off from it. Let me see. Let's pull that up a hair to the step situation. Now we'd be real close. Oh wait, we got these up in there. They must have did away with that right there. Yeah. They did away with the steps for some reason. They had to. That's really weird though, if they did it that way. I mean, I can move that, but that's strange that they had the steps buried completely. Let me see what it looks like putting it kind of closer to where this stuff goes. Because see, these will have to be moved, obviously. But if we kept it kind of in line with what they must have done on the Elm Creek, we can grab here and flatten there. We should be close to all that. This side would have to come down though. It'd be a hill coming down. This will be close. That would have to be moved, obviously. And then this would have to be lowered right here. But we would be mostly set at that point. We'd have to lower it or bring this up. Either way, we could either bring that out or not. It'd be up to us how we wanted to slope the hill. Let me see. So here's their house. You pretend like there's a road somewhere or another coming in. I don't know where we put it. Probably here around this bottom half. Maybe run it across. And then it'll come back out. Come up this way to go up there, maybe. What about, let's see, what about a shed? Because we need a shed. Would we put one here at all, or what? We could. We'd have to level out some more. I think we got plenty of room to do it. Let me draw a line for a road. Let's put it as asphalt or something. And let's just say there's a road. That's a little too big. Let me roll up where I can see. About like that. Something like. We'll just do it like that. There you go. No. Then this road can come across here somewhere. And then it's going to come up. And it probably won't be asphalt, but you'll get the point. Well, we'll see how it actually curves and manipulates. It's probably going to go something like so, or it may go lower here. We'll see. But roughly speaking, there'll be some way of getting there. And it won't look like that. That's just giving me an idea where distance and what we got coming. So basically, there'll be some sort of road getting me off over there. And then we'll have a driveway, obviously, to this place. And then some of this can be trees at the bottom of the mountain or not, just mountain. We'll see. And then this person's gonna have their field straight off the back, grass all up in here, yard stuff, some of this is already there. Then the field, as you can see, that's their field. So, okay, let's go ahead and manipulate a little of the ground. We're not going to maybe finish this whole bit. Let me go to the other side actually. We'll see. It's pretty tedious work on that. We'll get what we can get. We're going to click it here. We're going to go down. We're going to put it on replace. Once to do, we're going to scroll down and right about here where we put that. Control R as in Richard to grab the number, which put it here, and which is the replace option. And now that will level this up to where this one was to touch all these plants and stuff. Hopefully, we'll see. Doesn't look like it is. Let me move over. Did I not go close enough to them? So this one was still floating. Okay, well that's fine. What I'll do then, since it was still floating, is I'll bring it down a little more till it touches. Roughly speaking, some of that's still up too high. Let me see. Maybe we'll go up there. Barely go up. It's never a happy medium in between where you want it, because those still look like they might float. Maybe. We'll see. But that's good. And we'll see when the steps look, I mean, I guess it's okay. That's why they laid that there, because they didn't use the steps. That's why that's laying further off of it. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's click this and do that to get all that area supposedly where that level is going to be. We don't want to go too far. We'll have to slope this. I'm using the smooth mouse button. Okay. Now let's go look. Okay, so it looks like everybody's decent. Are they underground? Are they touching the ground? They might not quite be touching the ground, huh? Let's barely pull down just a hair. Maybe. It's just not touching right at that spot. Maybe there. Check these things. Yeah, decent. Alright, so that part's good. This side, as you can see, we got these way down. So what we're going to do is grab where this is touching. See if we can't get maybe here. Control R. And put that down, and that'll be a slope. We won't go too far. And then get this up a little bit. A little further out, and then we're going to make sure we hit slope right there. Try to make sure it looks okay. We'll have to adjust those garbage cans if they're not touching all the way. Like this one can come up a hair if it needs to. Then we don't got to keep sloping too much. What we can do if we want is pull them over onto the flatter area and do it like that. That one's already pretty close to flat, so we could just lift him up just there. There we go. Alright, we're not worried about the mailbox right now, and none of this needs to be down any further. This is the part that we're going to have to deal with. So, and this part, but we pretty well got all that part for the most part. But we didn't go quite low enough for that, but we don't have to. I mean, we could make it go down a little lower right there if we need to. But right now we're going to focus on this side. Now I'm going to run myself over this way and hit Control R over here, and then hope that it got that to about where that's going to need to be. We'll see. So we're going to hit this and see. Oh, how close. I was so close when I did that. That's amazing how close I got. Perfect. So we're going to bring it out a little from the house, just a little. Smooth it. Get it away from the house. Alright, we're still gonna have to go a little further. But that was real close. Like I didn't have a whole lot more to go. Alright, so we're gonna slope this with smooth so that they're coming up this way. I don't like that part though. Gonna have to grab that again. It doesn't never do just how you want it. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now, come back over here. We'll grab this so we know what that number is again. And we'll go less. So we're gonna go to 64.1 and see. Okay, that's a little too far. So we're gonna go to 2 and see if it goes lower or, okay, how about we go to 0? Okay, that's lower. So maybe we should go up. Let me see. Whoa, that wasn't good. Okay, undo. My bad. I didn't get the decimal in there. Alright, let's see. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go 5.5 and see if that helps. Okay, that's perfect. That's pretty close to what we need. There we go. So we're not going to go too far out, just a little. They don't have to go out extremely far. We'll fix this piece. Alright, well, let's get over here a little so we can see. And we're just going to tap it a little. We don't want too much going down. Which it probably did, and I'll probably have to go over there and fix that. But for now, we're going to fix this real quick. Then we got to go on this corner and see what we got to do here. Okay. See, that dropped it off a lot. But technically, you don't have to fix that part, technically. Because, I mean, not everything's always, you know, a certain way. As long as they know, you know. So technically, that don't have to be fixed. The mailbox we're not worried about right now. This one, we're going to worry about this real quick. And smooth it out. Okay, so it's going to have to come down some. So we're going to grab Control R. Knock that down a little bit. We went a little far, but for now we're going to just smooth it. Now we're going to tap again. Now we're going to turn it off and go in. Okay. And pick about right there and get it to that level. Go a little further over on each side, just so when we smooth we won't knock it again. So we're going to smooth on this side gently there, back here, way away from it so it's not going to affect it, like so, and then there, and we should be pretty close. We'll get over here and fix this a little bit more. See what we got here. Hopefully that'll be good. We do need to smooth that a little bit, I think, because we did go a little further. But basically we are there. Well, it kind of came up, didn't it? Alright, let's get that. Go down and just Control R there. Come on now. Let's get it over a little further. Okay, so it's not grabbing it. Let me go back to this side then. Okay. Control R. Okay. Some reason it's not wanting me to do that. Let's try it again. There it goes. Right there. And then, keep hitting that other button. I don't want it to smooth it too far. That should be good enough. Unless we're still way too close. That looks silly. We might have to, well, yeah, we're gonna have to bring it up and out further. A little further. Then we'll bring it down. Just to get the down spot right. There we go. Hopefully. Well, it looks like we went too far again. There we go. And then tap. There we go. Now we got it. But as you can see, you can get there. You just gotta keep fighting. And I think we got this spot here to deal with. Or if you don't want to deal with that spot, you can move the bucket if you have to. So I think we need to pick a different spot here, a little bit lower than the door. Maybe here. Try it and see if we can get, there we go. That's what I was trying to get to. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I'll have to fix that side in a second. Oop, don't want that. Alright. So now that's showing. That's good. This can be moved and put on the ground. And again, you don't have to keep the decorations the same. You do what you want with them. Does this look okay? I mean, technically, yeah. This is the only thing that keeps being an issue. So what I'm going to do is move it over away a little bit. And then I'm going to fix it again. Control R. Get this fixed again. And now, hopefully, we'll pull this out a little further. Smooth it up. Gently smooth this one. See, it's dropping it too low. I'm going to have to put that down. What you need to do is bring these down. See these little dials? Bring them down a little bit. And it won't go as fast. It'll help a little. I just don't like that corner there. I'm going to bring it up higher. Let me see. Why is it not coming up? I guess because these are down now. Come on. There we go. See, it's just being a pain right there. Alright. Well, the slope is just going to be a wild one, I guess. Because it keeps taking that away, so how about we go way further over? Maybe then they'll quit taking it. See, it won't let me do that last little click. Oh well. We just can't do it. We'd have to move that if we don't like it. But it's okay. We ain't gonna fight with it forever. I'll have to move it if I don't like it. It's a little too steep right there. We'll have to stick that somewhere else if we don't like it. We also have this side. If we wanted to put it over here, we could. So, but for now, I'm going to call that good because I don't want to get the video too long. It's already pretty long. We'll be doing sheds and things later. But as you can see, now we have this house. And they have all their little stuff. And they got their field. And then we got these other fields ready to go. So, we're going to call that an episode here. Trying to get an angle so we can see. Now we can see. But anyway, I'm going to catch you on the next one. I'm trying to knock it off of there. And then we will do more on the map. But I hope everybody enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.